Hey guys, it's Kevin again. This is my review for Big Brother 16, Episode 4. Now, this episode was very interesting, probably the most intense episode so far of the season so far. I'm sure there's more to come, because you know this is Big Brother, every episode's intense, but this episode definitely made me think about a lot of things. I really enjoyed it, probably the best one so far. It was very, very intense, and honestly, Big Brother 16 might have potentially the worst player in Big Brother 16 in Big Brother history. And that's not a bad thing, and that's honestly not that bad of a thing because almost everyone in this house is very likable. Almost everyone. So let's first talk about it. Basically, in the beginning, we see Brittany and Victoria celebrating over winning the Battle of the Block competition. Frankie's a little worried that he's going to go up on the block, but the thing is, Frankie, you're with the bomb squad, and Caleb is part of the bomb squad. Why would you be a target? I mean, I do understand Frankie's reasoning, but, of course, you know, Frankie's safe, so that's a good thing. But Devin is starting to get very suspicious of Donny. Like, very, very suspicious. We see right away, Donny and Paola have become very good friends, which, honestly, that's great for them. I'm happy that they've become very good friends. I think that they are both very good players, even though Paola is kind of annoying at times. Paula's loud, she's a little annoying. I do like her as a player. She's a good player. She's not mean, she's not malicious, she's not like Gina Marie. Gina Marie last year was basically, Paula is like Gina Marie, but not racist. Like, there's no one in the house that's racist, and I think, Donny and Paula having a good bond, that's good, because they're both on the block and they both support each other, and I think that's a good thing that they're good allies, basically. So I definitely think that's a very good thing. I do hope that they don't turn on each other, but it seems like, I thought Donny was going to work with Nicole, but I guess now that Nicole is allying with Christine, that's why he decided to go to Paula, because, that's the closest person he can go to. So I definitely like that about Donny. I like that everyone really gets along with him very well. But Devin is starting to get very suspicious of Donny, because as we know in the last episode, Devin was trying to convince everyone that Donny was the biggest threat. And even though Donny might be the biggest threat, which honestly he's not, Devin seems to think he's lying about everything, because they're talking to Devin about how, Devin's talking to them about his socks and everything, and they see that his legs are shaved, and and Caleb assumes that he was in the army, which honestly, that wasn't a very good assumption. It was a very astute assumption, definitely, because, the way he said it does make sense, that he could have been in the army. But the thing is, it's honestly none of your business. Just because he was in the army does not mean he's a threat to your game. And they think Donny's lying about everything. And of course, Devin, as we know, is making Donny think he's allied with him when he's really not. And he's against Donny. He really does not trust Donny at all. And Devin goes up to Donny. Donny's crying about how he really thought everyone in the house got along with him very well, and that's why he's so upset. Now, this is all true. Now, Devin thinks this is all bullshit and that Donny's putting on an act, which is not true at all, because Donny, as we know, is a very sentimental guy. He really is he's a lovable guy. He really is. He's very lovable, and you can't help but feel bad for him, because he's crying about this, and he really thought everyone really loved him in the house, and that's why he hasn't done anything really big in the house, and I think that was good of him not to do anything that big. Sorry, I got a text message, but okay. So like I was saying, I think it's good for him that he didn't, try to make big moves or anything, but of course he's really upset because no one in his family is really emotional, so that's why he's so emotional, and I think I felt bad for Donny, honestly, after that. I really did. I'm like, no, don't do this to me. Don't do that to him. That's really sad that they're doing that to him. So, Devin's convincing Devin is trying to convince Caleb that he's the biggest threat, and we do get this little funny thing with Nicole and Christine. Nicole and Christine, basically, they are, they at the moment are, allies, and they're sleeping in the same room together, and Nicole keeps complaining about there being ghosts, and I thought that was kind of funny, because, there was a time when honestly, I can relate to that, Nicole, because there was a time in my history class this year where this door just slammed randomly. It was because of the wind, but I thought there were ghosts, so I'm just as dumb. So I'm with you, Nicole. I understand completely that, but that was definitely very funny, and I thought that was a nice, lighthearted moment in the episode. So, of course, after all the Donny drama happens, which, honestly, I was upset with Devin. I really don't like Devin, and I really hope he does go home. And Frankie really is the one that I think is the actual one that's being rational here, because he's saying, I liked Frankie's line where he's like, So Donnie is Donnie apparently you think he's Donnie is ex-military. What is he next? Justin Bieber? I thought that was definitely very funny because the thing is, Donnie is not lying about anything. It's clear he's not lying about anything. Why the hell would Donnie lie? He doesn't seem like the type of guy that would lie. Then we find out that Caleb has to choose the have-nots for the week because there's all this slop popsicles and everything, and he chooses Cody, Joey, Brittany, and who else did he choose? Cody, Joey, Brittany, and I believe Zach volunteered? No, it wasn't Zach. Who was it? No, Hayden. It was Cody, Joey, Zach, and Hayden. No, Cody, Joey, Brittany, and Hayden. Those were the three that, those were the four that did it. And basically, they are in this icy cold room. Like, I would not want to be in that have-not room. Honestly, even though it's summer, I would not want to be in there. It's like a freezer in there. Like, seriously, it's like a freezer. They have mittens, they have hats, they have everything for that room. And just, I felt so bad for them after that. I really did. I felt like, oh, what's wrong with you? I mean, seriously, Big Brother. Can you torture them anymore? And then we get probably the stupidest moment in this season so far. Joey, as we know, Joey and Paola made that alliance called El Cuatro. Joey wants that to stick, and she tries to make an all-girl alliance. The thing is, not even all the girls are in the room. It's literally her, Paola, Brittany, and Amber who are in the room. So none of the other girls are in the room. So why the hell are you trying to make an all-girl alliance? And the thing is, and, everyone is telling her, this is not going to work, but Joey's like, no, I want this to stick. I know there's an all-guy alliance, which is not true. The Bomb Squad has Christine and Amber, which, that's why there's the Bomb Squad. So basically what ends up happening is, Joey, here's the thing. I knew you wanted to make a girl alliance. It was a very bad move, because none of the girls are that close right now. They just met. The only people that are really close are Nicole and Christine, who are, like, really good friends right now, and possibly Paula's a few people. Like, Paula has, Yocasta and a few people. There's no one really that close right now because you just met. It's only been a few weeks, so that's a horrible move, Joey. It's not the time to make alliances right now. It's too early in the game for that. And Joey's officially the worst Big Brother player of all time, and there's more reasons why. It's not just this. There's more things that she does. But right away, I believe Cody's the one that hears this, or someone. It was Cody, I think. He goes over to, the Bomb Squad, and he tells them about this alliance. No, it was Derek. Derek hears about the alliance, and he goes over to the Bomb Squad and tells them about the deal that they're making, and he says, we got a big target on our back. Joey's our second target if Donny or Paula wins POV. So that's what they decided to do. They decided to make, that's what they decided to do because, Joey is their next target, which honestly is the right thing to do, because if she wasn't their next target, who knows what she could have done. Honestly, she could stir up a lot of trouble in the house, and she does worser things in the episode, and let's just get to them. Devin wants to talk to her about this, because obviously Devin seems to be the guy that's, like, getting all the information, it seems. I don't know why Devin is so interested in everyone. It really does not make sense to me. It's kind of creepy about Devin, but honestly, I don't know. Devin wants to talk to Joey about it, and basically, Joey confesses to him, because, Joey's talking to the girls about the all-girls alliance, and Devin's there too. And she's like, and she's in the diary room, and she's all like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure Devin heard me, so I'm gonna go over to him and tell him about the all-girls alliance. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? If you want to make yourself a huge target, then there you go. Joey is officially the worst player in Big Brother history, and Devin even said it. I so agree. Joey you're not supposed to do this stuff in the first week of the game. No, you're not supposed to do that. It's just not a good move, and it's gonna put you in deep, deep shit, and Joey did this to herself already. She's in deep shit now, and it's her fault now, because I'll talk about that later, but basically, Joey tells him all about the all-girls alliance, and she just put a target on herself, so yeah, she's screwed now. So then it's time for the POV, to pick players for the POV competition, and it's, of course, Paola and Donny are playing, but also Victoria, Cody, and Zach are playing, so they're playing as well. And basically, the competition was actually really cool. Joe Costa also tried to put Paula out of her misery, so Paula's really crying about it. She The thing is, Paula, though, it was their decision to put them on the block. She's like, it's not fair. It's a game. Games are not always fair. And the thing is, Caleb made that decision to put you on the block because you're not that strong of a player, and he wanted, you could potentially be a strong player, and he put you on the block because no one's going to get upset in the house over it. So Yokasta tries to comfort her, and you know what? I thought that was good, what Yokasta did. I like Yokasta overall. I like that she is very religious and everything. I like that she's very sweet to everyone. I like that about Yokasta. And Yokasta is actually the one who is hosting the veto competition. And the competition was called Miami Lice. And basically they had to go, it was very similar to last year's competition. They had to go into the water and they had to find letters. And, what's really funny is that some of the boys, Zach and Cody, that's kind of funny, Zach and Cody, no, not the Sweet Life on Deck, Zach and Cody and Big Brother 16. Basically, the two of them, they spell, like, the stupidest of words. Like, Zach, I believe, spelled a very easy word, and Christine and Christine, Nicole says how she's happy that that the guys are somewhat attractive. She says that because if they weren't, then they'd be a target, which is funny because the thing is, sometimes it is hard to spell words, so honestly, I can say that, definitely, that it is sometimes hard to spell words. I would not be able to spell a word. I would not be able to go that fast. Even though I have a very good memory and things like that, and I'm very good at doing things in my head, I would not be able to go that fast now, I don't think. So, Donny ends up winning. He spells the word, I don't remember what the word he spelled was, but he ends up winning the POV, and, Zach just missed it, basically. Zach just missed it. He was doing very well. He just missed it right there. I did like this one really funny thing. Paula was trying to spell the word, calculator, and she spelled the word calculatory or something like that, and Hayden came up with this really funny, metal song. I thought that was definitely, very funny. Calcatora or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it was spelled incorrectly. But basically, after this happens, they now realize that, okay, Donny won the POV, he is now no longer the target, Joey's the target now. They go to confront Joey to basically tell her, hey, you're gonna be eliminated, on Thursday, you're leaving Thursday, just want to tell you that you are a target, and they were trying to get her to find a way that she's not a target, and she became even more of a target, because she's trying to reason with them, saying, oh, I did nothing bad, I knew there was an all-guys alliance, and Caleb says to her, it's just too early, and it's true, it's just too early, and I agree with Caleb, it's too early to make this alliance. Yes, there was the bomb squad, but the only reason they did that was because all these guys were starting to get very close, and that's why the bomb squad was formed, and that's why the bomb squad's gonna be successful, which I'm happy about. I'm happy that the bomb squad is going to be successful, and not like the moving company, because I feel like the bomb squad, they're gonna stay tight, they're gonna stay together. The only person I think that's not gonna stay true to the bomb squad is Devin, because Devin seems like to be like a, sort of like a flip-flopper. He flips around a lot. So I feel like Devin is going to flip-flop around the group and flip-flop to different people. That's how I feel like with Devin. Like, he's going to flip-flop because I don't really know where Devin is. Yes, he's with the bomb squad, but he seems to make his own decisions for himself. So I really don't know if I trust Devin right now. But of course, Donny ends up using the POV on himself, of course. So Donny's off the block and they put Joey up. And Joey, doesn't think that she's going home. She's going to try to sway the votes, but honestly, I think Joey's pretty much going home. And that was pretty much time in the episode. Let me talk about predictions, what I think is going to happen tomorrow night. As we know, it is the first live show. What I think is going to happen tomorrow night, I think Joey is definitely leaving, because honestly, she is by far one of the worst players in this entire show. Because her idea of making an all-girls alliance was good, like, the way she wanted to form it was good, but, like, it wouldn't have worked, because none of the girls are that tight, and it makes perfect sense as to why, Caleb did not want her to do it, because it just doesn't make any sense, and it's too early in the game to make an alliance. It makes perfect sense as to why he didn't want her to form it, so I can really understand why he wants her to go home, and I definitely think she is going to go home. Do you guys think the Bomb Squad is going to be successful? I think the Bomb Squad is going to be a successful group. They seem to be a successful group. I like that Amber has stayed true to them. Christine, I don't really know. We haven't really seen Christine interact with them that much, probably because she's close with Nicole and she wants to take her to the final two. And I feel like Christine is going to end up turning on them at some point. Paula and Donny, are you happy they become friends? I hope they stay friends, because I like seeing Donny have friends in this house. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win HOH tomorrow night? I think it's probably going to be someone from the bomb squad. I just feel like they're indestructible at this point. But that's basically it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. And wait, what else do I have I feel like I have something else to say. What's your opinion on Joey? Honestly, I think Joey's the dumbest player in this game. But that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be for my review of tonight's episode of Wilfred. So I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.